Beer and loafing, beer and loafing, that's who we are. Beer and loafing, cheaper than a bar.
Hi, this is Tony with Beer and Loafing in San Francisco. Another review here, a TV review of a recent British series called Apparitions. It's written and directed by Joe Aherne, who was a director from the first season of the new Doctor Who, the Eccleston season. He directed quite a few of those episodes. And his previous work include a series called Strange in 2005, or 2003, excuse me, about a priest who's kind of a recluse looking at supernatural incidents. And this series, Apparitions, is kind of a variation on that theme. It's about Father Jacob, who is a priest in his own parish, and he has dealings closely with the Vatican. Only what's different is he kind of deals with possession cases, and nowadays the Vatican and the Church kind of looks at it as it's kind of looked down upon, so they really don't want to deal with it anymore. So they're trying to get rid of it altogether, but this priest is sort of keeping it alive because he's actually still dealing with possession cases. So they're kind of at odds with him while he's still trying to battle demons at the same time in his own parish. So it's not that he looks for them, the possession cases, they kind of find him. So while he's at his parish, Monsignor Vincenzo, played by Luigi Dilberte, is at odds with him, is trying to find a way to shut him down because his former colleague was mysteriously killed in his parish, and it had something to do with his possession experiences that he's going through. So the Monsignor wants to shut it all down and just get rid of the problem. But he can't, he's a priest, so he has to kind of deal with it until he can find a way to get rid of him. So Father Jacob is confronted with a man who thinks he's possessed. He acknowledges the demon, he drives him out, and that demon, and then he actually finds another guy, a homeless vet, who is possessed. And it becomes, the whole season becomes this one arc storyline about this demon that's kind of taunting Father Jacob, and he wants to help this man get rid of this demon. At the same time, the Vatican's trying to shut him down, so they send another new replacement nun in, Sister Anne, who's actually kind of a spy for the Vatican, for Monsignor Vincenzo, just to keep an eye on Father Jacob and find out what he's doing. And she's really, really by the book and thinks it's blasphemous that he's doing this possession stuff outside the church's realm and irresponsible. So she's kind of down on him, and she keeps reporting information back to the Monsignor about what he's up to and what his cases are like. So the whole season progresses where this one demon, Father Jacob, is trying to drive him out of this man to save this man's life, because he helped the man murder people early on in the season, and he knows the man's innocent, but because he was under possession, he has to prove it. And I won't tell you how the season ends, but it's really, really good. And luckily, the show was renewed for a new series next year. We'll find out what happened to him. But apparently on BBC that they're getting a lot of flack for being blasphemous, and nothing's been this blasphemous since Jerry Springer the Opera was aired on BBC, which it's really not. I mean, it deals with a priest dealing with possession. It's like inner conflicts of the church. So I guess anything to do with the church and any kind of conflict is blasphemous, which is ludicrous. But there you go. But it's really, really compelling drama. You gotta kind of sit tight with it in the very first one or two episodes, but as it goes, it really starts to pick up speed and momentum, and the acting is really good. So I would highly recommend Apparitions. The ratings, unfortunately, started out really, really well, and then they sort of dropped over the holiday season. So that's not, I'm glad they renewed it, but hopefully it'll get more viewers, and it'll air on BBC America possibly. Hopefully not cut up. It is kind of grisly. It's kind of grisly and creepy, so it's not really for the faint of heart. So just so you know, a little warning there. But it is really, really good, and I would strongly suggest checking it out. Again, that show's Apparitions. This is Tony. Over and out.
Beer and loafing, cheaper than a bar.